Strung Hannah by Robert Chantler. This week, Bet You Can't Eat 3.
I'm so proud of you, darling.
Thank you. You've praised me quite enough this evening.
I know, but my Tim, editor of the world's leading microbiology journal.
Good money, flexible hours, working from home most of the time, and I still keep my office at the university because of my honorary professorship.
I know, an editor and a professor. How much more good news can you get into one day?
Well, I'll be more sedentary. My study here will become my main place of work. You won't have to do breakfast, and I'll be here to start dinner most evenings.
Great. Oh, and the extra money too. No worries about getting Josh through uni now.
No, everything will be fine. I'll be reviewing the articles for next month's edition tomorrow.
It's been a nice few days for you, hasn't it, having Tim at home? No worries about dinner and someone to mind the house.
Yes, and he did the hoovering last night. He's good with a vacuum cleaner.
Is he?
Karen! He's not used to sitting around so much of the time and staring at a monitor. He's got a really massive one, by the way.
What's that got to do with looking at a monitor?
You know what I mean, the monitor. He says it's easier to proofread and stuff with a big screen.
You two should treat yourself to a nice long holiday. Go on a cruise or something.
Oh no, not a cruise. You can catch bugs on cruise liners and anyway I'll get seasick. No, maybe a nice week in Devon. Little self-catering cottage, you know.
You're such an Anglophile.
I like being an Anglophile. If I can't pronounce it, I don't visit it.
Wouldn't you like to be more worldly?
No, I like my home comforts and my routines far too much. Oh, come on, Tim, I need a wee.
In a minute. Won't be a minute.
I want to come in, I really need a wee.
Well, unless you sit on my lap and aim between my legs, that's not going to happen.
Well, I don't mind if you don't mind.
I was being sarcastic.
You're constipated. It's because you're so inactive nowadays.
Rubbish. I hoovered the other day.
You've really got writer's block. I want to come in, I really need a wee.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah, thanks for sharing.
Okay, I'll be out in a minute.
You make sure you go to the doctor's today.
All right, just hang on a minute.
Oh, for God's sake, I'm going in our ensuite before I pee myself. You know I don't like using that.
So your Tim's constipated then?
Yeah, he was in the loo 15 minutes this morning. Normally he's in and out in a matter of minutes. We're going to have a Chinese tonight too.
So have one. So what? I expect Tim will want a number 2.
Karen.
Well, I'm sure you'll do your bit to help things along.
I will.
There's lots of stuff you can get for constipation. Why doesn't he go to the doctors?
He promised he'd go to the University Health Centre today.
Well, don't worry. Lifestyle changes will often cause constipation. Everything will be fine. He will go, won't he?
When he's got some laxatives, I guess.
To the doctors, I mean.
Oh, yes, he wouldn't lie to me. He's made of good moral fibre.
Well, just add some actual fibre and he should be fine then.
I'm going to the health food shop at lunchtime to empty them out.
Oh, poor Tim.
He's not active enough. We'll have to have more sex as well.
Yes, well, wait till he's back to normal. My Chris used to be very sluggish in the sex department when he had constipation.
Really?
Actually, he's pretty sluggish even when he isn't constipated. I know, I can't believe it. Anyway, enough about us.
If Tim doesn't go to the doctors, I'll know. He flushes when he lies. His cheeks flush.
Ah.
A wife needs to know when her husband's lying. What's your strategy?
Oh, I haven't got one. He's always lying.
Yes?
Dr. Spencer.
It's Dr. Kennedy today.
No, I'm Dr. Spencer.
Right, what's wrong with you?
Well, I don't want to be rude, but that's none of your business, is it?
Well, we are quite busy today, but we have had a cancellation.
All right, well, I'm constipated, and I spent 15 minutes this morning trying to poo.
Yes, thank you.
Straining, and my wife was on the landing, egging me on.
Thank you! Take a seat. I assume you can sit down.
Yep, slowly.
Oh, you can go in now.
Right, did you really need to ask me what my problem was?
No, I just like being nosy. Anyway, I know what your problem is.
Dr. Spencer?
Oh, you're a woman.
Nothing wrong with your eyesight, is there, Dr. Spencer?
No, I mean, I was hoping to see Dr. Grayson. He knows me.
Well, he's on leave this week and I'm his locum. But I'm just as well qualified and experienced, I assure you.
Right, it's a bit embarrassing, you see. That's why I wanted to see someone who knows me.
Right, well, sorry, you can always leave it a week.
Oh, no, better not. Hannah will nag me to death.
Your wife?
Yes. Well, recently I've been spending less time on my feet than previously and more time...
On your back?
Funny. On my bottom. Well, I edit a journal now and I only work at the university occasionally.
And that constitutes what medical problem exactly?
Dear, I don't want to tell you.
Well, as you're here, I won't be embarrassed, and diagnosis is always easier when you're presented with symptoms. Dr. Spencer, I do have other appointments today.
Look, normally in the morning I wake up and Hannah makes me a cup of tea. I'm not a chauvinist or anything. I mean, I would if she asked. But she's very particular, and I'm happy with whatever I'm given. Tea-wise, I mean, not in the bedroom department. Anyway, sorry, I'm rambling. Anyway, I drink the tea and then I go and drop my colleagues off.
Do they stay overnight then?
No, not literally. I mean, I make room for my breakfast.
Yes, Dr. Spencer, as I said, I do have other patients, so do you think you can cut to the chase before one of us dies?
I poo, and then I have breakfast, and then I go to work. Well, I did, but now I'm pretty much home-based now.
But what's the problem?
Well, usually when I make room for my breakfast, I go in and it's done. But recently it's been more sort of... And sometimes it's not even done then. You with me?
You've worked in the labs, been on your feet, now you're at home researching or whatever, but basically sitting around all day and you're a bit constipated.
I guess so.
Well, don't be embarrassed. A change in activity level is often a trigger, Other things include holidays, when you eat a different diet, or changes in eating habits, or following an illness, or muscle strain, groin strain. Just exercise more, drink more, and eat more fibre, and I'm sure within a week your routine and regularity will be restored.
Right, so you won't need to look up a scientist then.
You must stop being so euphemistic, Dr. Spencer. If you mean, do I need to stick a tube up your bum? No. Maybe I'll send you for some blood tests just as a precaution, but I shouldn't worry.
Oh, I won't. It's my wife I'm worried about.
Why? What's wrong with her?
Well, I could tell you, but I'd have to be here for the rest of the day.
Oh dear.
She's a walking psychiatric clinic.
Oh, she's a psychiatrist.
No, but boy, does she need one.
Morning, madam.
Hello.
How can I help you?
It's my husband. You see, normally in the morning he pops into the bathroom when he's had his tea and he sort of goes, and then a minute or later he comes out and he. But lately it's been more. You with me? I mean, it was bad before, but this morning I could hear him from the bedroom. And he's always been so regular before.
We have dried apricots, dried mangoes, dried bananas and dried prunes. And we have ordinary prunes too, plus various types of muesli, all good stuff.
Right, I'll have several bags of each of your dried fruits and some prunes as well. Oh, and some smoothies.
Would that be all?
Yeah, I think that lot should help things along. Hello, darling, I'm home.
Hello, darling. I've started on dinner.
Thank you. Oh, I love having you home all day. Did you see the doctor at the university?
Yes, I'm constipated. More exercise, more fibre, more drink.
Oh, good. I thought it might be more serious or something.
No, I mean, she sent me for some blood tests, but she said it was just a precaution.
Honestly?
Yes, and I don't need a colonoscopy, which was a prospect that did worry me, I must admit.
Well, don't worry. I'm here to help, as a good wife should.
That's a worryingly large health food store bag I see before me.
I've been.
I wish I had.
You will, look.
Gordon Bennett. I'll be trading my Chesterfield for a commode.
They were having a clear out.
I will be if I get through that lot. Prunes, apricots, fibre gel, ispagula husks. Oh, they do pet food now, do they?
That's not for the hamster, darling.
What is it?
Muesli.
Ugh, I'm not eating anything called muesli. Sounds like a skin disease.
It's got a high fibre content. Here it is.
I mean, look at it. It really is like the hamster and guinea pig food. How will we tell the difference?
Well, I'll mix it with dried fruit, then it won't look like pet food at all.
It'll taste like it, though.
Oh, come on. Starting tomorrow, daily walks, fibrous, healthy breakfasts.
Yuck. Oh, well, at least dinners will be as normal, which they will be, because I'll be making them from now on.
Oh, no. There goes my cabbage and mung bean stew recipe.
As far away as possible, I hope.
I assume you got something from the doctors too?
Oh, yes. And unfortunately, I can't have any fruit of any kind while I'm taking it.
Really? What is it?
It's called lax something or other.
You're lying, aren't you?
Yes. Damn it, you're good at interrogations.
Practice.
Yes? Oh, hello, darling. No, I'm not eating a bacon sandwich. No, I haven't been today. No. Look, haven't you got some work to get on with? I'm going to do poached salmon and salad. Yeah, okay. Goodbye, darling.
Morning, Hannah. Sorry to hear your team has bottom trouble.
Karen,
Well,
you were gossiping.
sorry.
Well, keep it between yourselves. It took a week to convince everyone Tim wasn't gay.
It's just gossip, Anne. You do it. You can't get enough of it.
That's what it's saying, ladies.
Oh, for heaven's sake, you're even repeating her phrases now. When you're in here, do you clean, or is it just a facade behind which to hear with?
Your wig? What, like bug?
It means listening to somebody else's conversation.
Tim will be fine, Han. My Chris had constipation. We all get it occasionally.
I bet he's at home eating stodgy food and being unhealthy.
Is he in denial? Has he got head buried in ostrich?
Head buried in the sand. Anya, an ostrich buries its head in the sand.
Why he do this?
Because he's an ostrich. I don't know, I'm not Johnny Morris.
You just have to trust him not to break your regime while you're at work. Tim wouldn't go behind your back.
If he would just go, I'd be happy. I told him, all he has to do to put an end to his healthy diet is get back to normal. And I'll know, because we're both at home in the morning and you can't hide it when you can't go.
Come on, let's get on with some work. You and I have this project to review.
Oh, you've made me worry now. He might be in denial. He might be at home now stuffing his face with unhealthy stodge. I have to go and check.
No, you won't. This is all about trust, isn't it, Han? At the end of the day, you have to ask yourself a question. Do you trust him or not?
Oh, you're right. Of course I trust him.
Well done. Now, how about I make us some coffees?
OK. Like hell. I'll be hiding at home tomorrow when he thinks I've gone to work. You've been in there 5 minutes now, darling.
So, what is this, a time and motion study?
Oh, yes, very funny. I haven't heard you straining yet.
No, I've been, darling. I'm just having a wash.
You've been?
Yes.
Show me.
Oh, I just flushed it.
Oh, how convenient.
You seriously want proof that I've been to the toilet?
Yeah?
You're mad. Now, when I've had a wash, I'm going to have breakfast, and then I'm going to my study to start my work.
Well, I have to go now, but the muesli's in a bowl all ready for you with the dried apricots and prunes and some probiotic yoghurt, just to make things a bit nicer, OK? Got to go. Got to go early today. Bye. Right, now, where can I hide to make sure he has his breakfast? The utility room, he never goes in there. I don't even think he knows how to operate the washing machine.
Morning, Han. Late for you, isn't it? 7:30?
Sorry, the car wouldn't start.
Sure you weren't spying on Tim?
No, he went this morning.
Good.
And he ate his breakfast just as I left.
Before you went to work? I thought you had the bathroom first so you could get to work, and Tim went in after you, and then had breakfast.
Did I? All right. I hid in the utility room and watched him eat his breakfast. Then he went for a walk, and I left for work. He didn't know I was there, I'm sure of it.
And he did eat what you left for him?
Yeah?
Tim might be a bit wet, but he's not dishonest, Han.
I know. I don't know how he puts up with me. Mind you, if he's back on the beat, he's got me to thank. I went to the health food shop and got him all that extra fibre.
And he didn't get the trots?
Well, not to my knowledge.
Well, if he seems less sluggish, he's probably back to normal. My Chris had constipation last year, remember? He was bloated and sluggish. Got some stuff from the doctors and he was back to normal within the week. A wife knows.
Yeah. I guess he does have a bit more spring in his step this morning. Anyway, I'll insist he goes back to the doctors for an all clear and I'll come with him.
Hello, darling.
Tim!
A word.
Okay.
I mean a private word. Haven't you got some coffee to make, Karen?
Oh, pardon me for breathing.
Now, darling, I wasn't going to say anything, but I decided I would. I knew you were spying on me this morning. I hid behind a car over the road after breakfast and saw you leave for work.
Oh, well, all right, I was checking up on you, but only for your own good, you understand.
I would have eaten the breakfast anyway. I know you've really been trying to help with the health food and everything, but it's fine now, okay? You can have a look tomorrow if you want to see that I've been. Or you can just believe me. We said we wouldn't lie to each other when we were courting, and that was meant to include when we were married.
Okay, sorry, darling. Let's go for an evening walk together every day and maybe compromise on the food, yeah? Something healthy and something you like every day.
Sounds good to me.
And darling, tomorrow I've booked the morning off.
She has.
Back so soon?
My in tray is waiting.
Anyway, you and me are going to the University Health Centre to see that doctor again.
Oh no, it was embarrassing enough first time round.
Oh, for goodness sake. Yours wouldn't have been the first blockage she's had to deal with. Don't be so daft.
Oh right, and you tell a male doctor if you had women's trouble, would you?
Yeah, as long as he really was a doctor, I wouldn't care. You told me on the first aid course that the female nurses treated your genital burns.
So?
Well, surely it's more embarrassing talking about your bottom than your genitals.
Speak for yourself.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing, you've got a lovely bottom.
Well, if I sit on your face to shut you up, you'll realise that, won't you?
All right, we'll go and see the doctor. Perhaps the male doctor will be back from... Perhaps the male doctor will be back from leave.
Dr. Spencer. Oh, and Mrs. Spencer, I presume.
You do. I am she.
Right, well, is this a follow-up or something new?
No, Hannah wanted me to come for an all clear, as she put it.
Well, the blood test came back fine. I can feel your abdomen for distension and listen to your bowel sounds. If that's all normal, then fine. I presume you're regular again?
I was this morning.
He was. I timed him.
Yes, I don't want to know. Come over here, Dr. Spencer. Undo your top and just lie down for me. Well, that all feels fine. And let's have a listen to your bowel sounds. Fine. Yes, all fine. Perfectly normal. Maintain your increased activity level and fibre level, and I think you can go back to a more ordinary diet as well.
Yes. You heard that, darling. Fry-ups are back.
Well, Dr. Spencer, I think you should still eat healthy breakfasts. Have a fry-up by all means, but yoghurt and muesli make a superb alternative to cereals, and a fresh orange or grapefruit to start would be good.
OK, well, I'm sure we'll agree a compromise.
We will. I'll decide. He'll agree.
Right.
But I will heed your opinion, Doctor.
Jolly good.
I know you meant well, darling, and thank you.
Pleasure. Now, let's go and negotiate, shall we?
You bet.
I know he's okay now. He was very vigorous last night.
Was he? That's nice.
Normality has been resumed.
That's what it'll say on your headstone.
Oh, thanks a bunch. Cheers for that.
Sorry, just a joke.
I am normal. As normal as the next person.
Morning, Anna. Morning, Karen.
Would you like to retract that statement, Anne?
Have I missed something?
No. If I said earwig, what would you say?
Yeah.
See you later, Tony.
Now I've given him something to meditate on when he spends the morning sitting around doing nothing. He never does anything. How come he's not constipated?
How do you know? You never asked him.
I don't think I will either.
You have been listening to Sue Ford as Hannah, Robert Chantler as Tim, Caroline Palmer as Karen, Geoff Buckingham as Tony, Sarah Lalin as Anya, Philippa Stuart as Dr. Kennedy, Joe Adams as the health food store assistant, and Robert Hardy as the receptionist. Highly Strung Hannah was written and directed by Robert Chantler. The audience coordinator was Matt Richards, and the producer was Victoria Lawrence. This has been a Free Theatre Company production.